So you might be wondering what to do with your negative energy after a famous person passes away. So this is something I have been thinking on a lot because I see a lot of people out there that actually have a lot of strong emotions about when somebody famous passes away. And I also see a lot of people out there shaming them for going through this experience. So I wanted to make a video today to share my thoughts with you guys and just to remind you that this is a completely normal experience and you are not going crazy. So if you can relate to this, then be sure to keep watching. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I am a mindset coach and law of attraction teacher, and this is my YouTube channel where I use mindset and manifestation to help you create your dream life. So if you are interested in expanding and succeeding in your goals and creating new amazing possibilities for yourself, then you will want to hang out with me on this journey. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So as I said at the top of the video, I'm going to do a talk today about spirituality and death, and specifically about famous people, because this is something that obviously has just come up on the news. As I'm recording this, Kobe Bryant has just passed away, and it has been this big, huge, monumental occasion for so many people out there. I see so many people writing posts about this, and people who feel very strongly about this situation. So I wanted to really talk about death from kind of a spiritual perspective and to really give you guys something to go off of. If maybe you're feeling shame, or maybe you're feeling like you're not allowed to feel your feelings. So let's just first talk about death and energy from a sort of spiritual perspective. So one of the things I kind of see people getting shamed about online is because people are like, well, you didn't really know this person, or they're a famous person and you're not, and you had no interaction with them. So how can you possibly feel upset about this, right? That might seem like a logical thing to ask. But the first thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that we can have relationships with people, with famous people in our mind, that are just as real as the relationships we have with our friends and family. So for example, I consider so many of the people that have written books that have influenced me, I consider them to be teachers of mine. So that doesn't mean that I think I've met them or that I think I have a personal relationship with them, but on some level I have met them. On some level I have interacted with them. I have been influenced by them. I have taken up their ideas and their attitude and their energy from their words, and I have used that in my world. So while other famous people might not be teachers per se, we are learning and we are sustaining a relationship with them. So especially if you've been following somebody for a really long time, you are going to have a very powerful connection in your own mind to this person. And I just want to tell you guys that that is a very real connection, okay? You have a relationship with this person in your mind. You have had this ongoing sort of dialogue, this ongoing energetic exchange with this person. Of course, again, like I said, it doesn't mean that that person knows who you are. And if you went up to them and acted like that, that would be really weird. But that isn't what you think, right? You just have had this person in your life as an influence on you for a long time. And that is a very important, beautiful, and sort of sacred thing. So for one thing, that's what I wanted to clear up is, yes, the relationships that you have in your mind with people that you've never met are actually real. They are just as real as your relationships with your friends and family, right? The way you think of somebody, the energy you give somebody, that is all inside of you. That doesn't come from the two-way thing. Like, of course, real life friendships are different. They have the two-way thing. But the way we conceive of people, the attention that we give to people, that is all something that comes from us. So I just want you to understand that first and foremost, that your relationship with a public figure is a very real thing. The second thing I wanted to mention on this video today is that energy is also a very real thing, right? So the way that I would like to prove this to the naysayers out there is that we pretty much have all had this experience where we might be out in public somewhere and we feel this feeling like somebody is looking at us, and then you turn around and sure enough, somebody is looking at you. So how did you know somebody was looking at you? You knew that because you could feel their energy. They were literally focusing their energy on you, and you knew it on some level. So we might not be able to measure energy or see energy or like explain really what that energy is with science, but I think pretty much everybody has had an experience like this, and that is really what it is coming down to. So what I want you to know, and the second thing, when somebody famous passes away, when you're feeling this anguish and this sadness and this grief, one of the things that you can do as a way to help raise up the vibe of the world again is actually to use your energy to send this person love, and to send the family love, and to send the situation love. That is something that you can actually do to help the world heal itself, and this energy will be felt somewhere. Like, it isn't like someone is going to send you a postcard and say, hey, thanks for the energy, but that energy is real, and you can direct it to somebody when you want to. And I find that that's a really helpful thing for me when I feel like there's something I want to do, or there's like a grieving thing, maybe for somebody famous that you want to do. If you want to send them love energetically, you can do that. It is very empowering, and it is a beautiful gift to share with somebody. And if you don't know what that really entails, really it's all about just thinking about this person and just sending them love from your heart. And that's really as simple as it has to be. It doesn't have to look like a weird witchy thing or anything like that, but energy is just really your attention, and you can focus your attention and focus your love and send it to whoever you want in the world, whether they're alive or not anymore. So remember that energy is powerful, and you can use that as a very powerful tool. The third thing I wanted to mention in this video is that if you are feeling sad, if you're feeling grief, remember that those feelings are real. Those feelings are actually happening to you. You do not have to judge them. You do not have to be afraid of them. And actually, the more you judge and run away and pretend they're not there, the worse they're going to get over time. So of course, maybe 2 years from now, when you have an issue and this stuff comes up, you're not going to remember where it came from, but it's going to still be inside of you. So my number one thing for dealing with emotions is to let yourself experience the emotions. First of all, label what it is. Be okay with the fact that you are grieving on some level. You are grieving on some level. So you need to remember that. Don't expect yourself, if you're really feeling intensely, don't expect yourself to bounce back or to act normal. It is okay for you to have a sad day or a sad week or even a sad month, you guys. I know in our society we run away from negative feelings, and we run away and try to rush back to feeling good as fast as possible. But that is really unhealthy. And I really just want you to honor where you're at and honor what has actually happened for you. Again, even if it is just inside your own mind, it is still a very real experience for you. And ignoring that is just leading to you not trusting yourself and to denying your emotions. So a funny thing happens when we try to deny our emotions, when we stop feeling the negative emotions, when we dull them down as much as we can. It doesn't just dull down the negative emotions, it actually dulls down all of our emotions. So we can't learn how to just not feel the bad ones and still feel the good ones. We pull down the volume on everything. So that's kind of what happens when you start ignoring your emotional state. You end up not feeling as good as you can when you try to avoid the bad end, right? So please don't run away from it. Acknowledge where you are. If you need to take some extra time for self-care, then go ahead and do that. If you want to talk to a counselor or somebody like that, then go ahead and do that. And don't let anybody shame you for it because it was a famous person and not somebody that you know in real life. Again, your relationship in your head is a real thing, and the feelings you have are 100% real. So please honor them as you would in any other grieving situation. It is completely okay for you to be where you are right now. And I really just don't want you to rush your way through it and pretend things are fine when they're not. That just really ends up bringing us to a bad place. And the fourth thing I wanted to tell you guys about this topic is that, you know, this is a really great time for us to use this experience as a bonding situation. So maybe if you're sad about Kobe, you can go and find another friend that's in the same boat and, you know, have a night where you watch a bunch of old videos or a bunch of highlight reels and, like, you know, really get into this and really think about it and talk about it together. You can do something like that to kind of honor this in your own way. but also create a connection with somebody in real life that also kind of feels similarly to you. So you do not have to walk this alone. There are tons of other people out there, and you know what, like actually doing something in a time like this can actually be really cathartic. Personally, when David Bowie passed away 3 years ago, I live in Berlin, so me and a friend, we went to his old residence here, and a bunch of people were there laying down flowers and candles and stuff and playing his music, and it was a really lovely experience. Actually, I'm really happy that I did that. So if you can do something like that, a little memorial kind of situation, that might make it a little bit easier for you to say goodbye and to become at peace at this situation. When you can see everybody kind of united in love and respect, it is really a unifying thing, and it can be a bonding experience. So if you can do that, go ahead, try it. It can really be helpful. Okay, so that is it. That is all I wanted to give you guys today. I just wanted to tell you that I love you and I want you to take care of yourself, and I want you to not be afraid of those negative emotions. Even when you maybe don't understand them, it's completely okay to have them. You are capable, and the fact that you're feeling something is a beautiful thing, really. Loss is, you know, not happy, but it means that something meant a lot to us, and that is a beautiful thing to celebrate ultimately. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I hope you found it helpful. If you liked this, please give it a like. If you know somebody that could use this message, go ahead and pass it along to them. If you want to learn more about me, you can come on over to my site, and please sign up for my free How to Feel Better class. It is a really cool little video class I put together for you guys to help you understand how to start managing your mindset. So I'd love to see you over there in that free class. If you want to watch more from me, you can hit my latest video right here. And if you want to hang out with me for the long term, hit the subscribe button right here. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.